The game might be over, but we're just getting started. Welcome to the Todd Fox Post-Game Podcast, your go-to spot for real, unfiltered Angels talk, win or lose, on the Halos in the Infield Network. You never know what's going to happen. Walk-offs, meltdowns, heroics, or straight-up typical Angels disasters. We're breaking it all down. Who stepped up and took home the Golden Stamos, the most prestigious award in baseball? And who embarrassed themselves so badly they're stuck with the dreaded Nacho Night Award? Drop your comments, call in, and sound off. We're reading them all. So like, share, subscribe, and buckle up, because this show pulls no punches. And yes, Anthony Rendon is still a fragile little bitch. Take it away, Todd.
I'm a fox. My name's Todd.
Hey, welcome into the Halos of the Infield post-game show. It won't be a long one tonight. That's what she said. It is going to be a abbreviated show, but the show got canceled a little bit here because the kid tripped over the internet cord in the house, and it just blew everything out, and so I had to reset everything. And you know how routers are, taking forever to come back on. So I apologize if you were hanging on the first time. We're glad to have you back. As I was just explaining, we had a long day with the Neto, autograph signing over there at Rockin' Brews. I had my daughter's special needs baseball game, and then we went to Brewheim, hung out, and then we went to the game and saw the Angels win 5-2 over the Baltimore Orioles on the only places is the Halos in the Infield post-game show where you can talk to real fans and interact with me. And we could talk about commiserating the team being happy, being excited, being sad, the whole thing. I don't know why I said commiserating, but anyway, it was a fun night tonight, fun day. I'm all angeled out tonight, but the Angels get the victory. It's always good when they can win. You can walk out of that stadium with your head held high, at least for tonight, smelling those cookies on the way out. I love that they're open. The only place that's open after the stadium closes up shop after the fireworks. Took my grandson to see the awesome fireworks there at the park tonight. The Angels win 5-2. They did something different tonight. 5 runs, 7 hits, so not 1 run, 4 hits, and against the 2 runs, 6 hits by the Orioles. But they scored 2 runs early, and because they won, we have to play the song, which we'll play again since it got screwed out on the first take. By the way, Aaron Flores on TikTok, he brings up a good point, which Mr. Beast was there tonight wearing an Angels jersey, and the rumor is that he's going to buy him. I don't buy that for a second, but still, my son was like, that's Mr. Beast, that's Mr. Beast. And I'm like, who? Also, Mancada single to right. Neto scored in the first inning. Shonawell the third. It was 1-0. And then also they added on another run. Ward got a sacrifice to center field. Shonawell scored. It was 2-0 Angels. Then Adele homered. And then the coolest thing of the night was Lugo tripling to center. Paris would score all the way from first. It was 4-0. Then Renifo drove him in to make it 5-0. And that was all they needed. Kiwanowitz did a good job. Mountcastle and Laureano would hit a home run later on, but who cares? The totals for the Angels, again, I told you 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Against the Orioles, 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. The pitching did its job, 5 2/3 for Kiwanowitz. He improves to 2-5, which is crazy. 4 walks got him into a bit of trouble. He could have gone longer than 5 2/3, but he still got out of it. 4 strikeouts, only the 1 run on 4 hits with 95 pitches thrown. Neris got it out. Then Fermin, clean inning. You had Zephyr John with a clean inning, and Burke allowed a home run in the 9th inning. Other than that, the bullpen was pretty good. Again, Gibson got rocked. He has an ERA of 13, 5 runs on 7 hits for him in only 4 innings. The freaking Orioles themselves are just a terrible team at this point. You know, they've had all kinds of problems. They got Charlie Morton coming out of the freaking bullpen, for God's sakes. This was a guy who won a World Series not too long ago with everyone's favorite cheating team. Zach Neto, the autograph boy, went 1 for 4 tonight with a walk, so he got on twice. Shonawell got on 3 times, 2 hits and 1 walk. Then you had Johan Moncada get 2 walks and a hit. He got on 3 times. You got a sacrifice RBI by Taylor Ward and a walk, so he did 2 things productive. O'Hoppe was like one of the only 0 for 4 guys, if not the only 0 for 4 guy who didn't contribute tonight. Renifo got an RBI in the sacrifice and a walk, so they worked 6 walks tonight. And that's really healthy for a team who's been averaging 1 walk per game. They're the worst at walking, and they got 6 tonight, and that would help them out. Also, they only struck out 8 times. So you're pressuring the other team, which is really good to see. Adele got the home run. Let's see if they could do it tomorrow on back-to-back evenings. Paris got a hit. Also Lugo with his first major league hit. Let's get into the awards tonight. First off, the Golden Stamos for the best player on the field. The Golden Stamos for best player in the field. How can you not give it to the rookie tonight? Lugo coming in, Matt Lugo coming in and getting the big triple for his first ever hit. He kind of looks like, like he's deer in the headlights at first, but he came out there and he did a great job with a triple and to in front of his family, and he came around to score. So he gets player of the game just on that tonight. So kudos to Matt Lugo for getting his first major league hit. On TikTok, some of the comments really want him to buy the Mr. Beast to buy the Angels. Does Artie sell a team before next season? What do you think? No, Kenny. He's going to be around till he dies. But it is clear, though, once he does pass, Artie's ego passes with it, and his family do not want the Angels whatsoever. So they will sell, and sell some more once he's gone. Again, moving on now to the worst person on the field, and that's the person that gets the Nacho Night. And Nacho Night presented to you by 714 Tickets. If you want tickets to any kind of baseball game, sporting event, no, it doesn't matter what it is, you go to 714 Tickets, log in, make a profile. It's totally free. The price you see is the price you get. So if it's $45, $12, $7, $100, that's the price. There's no service fee. There's no additional tax. And once you hit checkout with that same price that you saw advertised, you could just put an HITI in the promo code and get an additional 10% off, which is the Heedy code for that. Now, I have some tickets to give away for tomorrow. Let me see how many I have left here. I gave away some last night, and I believe I have some for tomorrow. Let's see what I got left here. I have 4 tickets left. 2 in one section and 2 in the other. So 4 tickets. If anyone wants to email me, then no problem. I have no problem giving them away. So two per person because they're in different sections. Don't want to split nobody up. So you have to just email Halos in the Infield podcast at yahoo.com. Aaron Sharp says, do you like being an Angels fan? Because I don't like it. I love it, but I also hate it at times. It's a win-lose situation. I'll get more into that after I give away the Nacho Night Award.
Nacho Night, oh yeah, Nacho Night. Pile it up, load it high. Extra shame, hold the pride. Grab a fork, take a dive. Dignity's gone, but the cheese survived. Moldy cheese, stale chips, what a sight. All your dreams gone tonight. Had a bad night, lost the fight. No more crunch, just take a bite. It's the Nacho Night Award.
Well, check it out, the Nacho Night Award. I'm going to give it away to Gibson, the starter tonight. He's been terrible all year. Kyle Gibson, former St. Louis Cardinal. He's now rocking a 13.11 ERA, 2.49 WHIP. He's been garbage. He didn't look good at all tonight as well. He took another loss. Look, the last 2 starts before this, he only pitched 3 2/3, gave up 9 runs on 11 hits to the Yankees. Then he faced the Royals and got shellacked there, 3 runs on 5 hits in just 4 innings. He gave up a home run in that one. He gave 5 home runs to the Yankees before that. So he's been pitching bad for them. They have a lot of pitching injuries. We need to win tomorrow to finalize everything right there. Let me see. We can type it out real quick here. Hold on. I'm not a fast typer. Hold on. Boom. I think that's it. Bam. So there's the Halos in the Infield podcast right there. The email address. Give out a couple pairs of tickets. I usually try to give them out on a nightly basis when I get them, so I get some free tickets and give them away. And even if this team was in first place, I'd be doing the same thing, dude, because I'm not trying to profit on this. I just want everyone to have a good time, and hopefully the team wins when we give away the tickets. That's the most important part. So with that being said, there's your winner and your losers. You got the Stukas. I broke down the game. The Angels won 5-2, so that's a good thing right there. And so let's get into some comments, shall we? Or a little funny right here. I love playing this one from yesterday. I'll do it again.
Big one! Take us behind those rocks.
Moving behind the rocks.
Keep going. You're good. You're good. You're good. And stop. Don't worry, Captain. We'll buff out those scratches.
As far as let's see, Sharp says over there, do you ever think the Angels will experience real change with their ownership? No, they won't. There's some things that will change, but the overall, getting back to the grind, playing old school baseball, I don't know if that's ever going to come back. I really want to believe at some point it will, but I just don't see it. So it's hard to say, but I would have to say no at this point. Boo Bear's mommy says super sticker, and I really appreciate you, girl. I really appreciate you helping out right there. Anytime we get that kind of feedback, we put it right back into the page. And Mateo says it's spritz o'clock. How about a botanical spritz at 54.5? One of the strongest drinks ever, and that is Artie Moreno spritzing away. And then after this one, wait.
O'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
Well, there you go right there. Spritz o'clock. Dimitro says, bro, I listened to 20 minutes of Trent Rush, wanted to kill myself. Trent Rush is horrible on AM 830. He's like, hey, guys, it's time to be positive. Don't worry about the score. Let's do this. We're going to be really good this year. I think they're going to win. Let's see. Thunderlorian says, go Angels from Oxnard, California. Hell yeah. Have you seen any positive changes in the farm systems? I know they were trying to improve the minors. They've been rushing guys up way too fast. We'll have to see what happens in the draft. They have not gotten enough veterans up here to keep the guys in the minors. There's some positives, but there's a hell of a lot of negatives. And until that changes, we're going to see much the same moving on. I have not gotten an email from anybody right now, but again, it's Halos in the Infield podcast at yahoo.com. So try it again. Again, if you link up, I will send you the tickets right there in the email. Here we go. Baldwin says, let's do it again. Flash says Stukas, baby. Also, Useless Trucker says, I want to see a death match between Perry and Ron in a skit. That would be cool. Matthew says, light that baby up. What do you think about the Angels right now? User says, I think that they're very, very mediocre and they can get some pitching. Their starting pitching has not been the problem, but their bullpen has been the problem because they're throwing too many rookies up there and they have not gotten any hitting going consistent. men in base, trying to run and steal and go first to third, things of that nature. Small ball, they're not doing. It's all about the launch angle, exit velocity. That until that gets fixed, until we start having individual roles for individual players playing to their strengths, the Angels will still suffer and not get things done like they should. They are a better team than what they are. So again, right now, I hope things change, but it's not really changing as fast as we want it to. I will be visiting in California in September. Would love to link up for some tickets to see my Halos. Well, keep following and tune in. And absolutely, I will shoot those tickets out to you because I get them all the time. Sorry, can you say the email again? It's Halos in the Infield podcast at yahoo.com. Jesus says, hey, we're so back in streaming. Yeah, I got knocked out there. My bad. Also, happy Mother's Day to the Mama Honks. Yes, Gerard, absolutely. Dude, I miss my mom every day. So if you got a mother, please give her an extra hug tomorrow for those who don't have one. Joshua says, what's up, Todd? And oh my God, we're so back. Spritz and Astukas tonight. Also, Gerard says fanny pack tomorrow. Let's take the friggin' series. The Angels suck. What's up, my man? The team is, I don't know if you went to the game tonight, but should have came by and say hi if you did. But he says this team has scored 5 or more runs for the 4th time this week. Hugh Lombardi, that is a lot of runs for this team as bad as they've been playing.
What the hell's going on out here?
Exactly. Tyler says, let's get another Stukas for all the mums tomorrow. Hell yeah. Jesus says, cannabis brownies, bro. Hell yeah. I love that. JJ says Angels need to get to go on a run. They sure do. I'd like to see them get back to 500 for sure. Take cover, hides, Baldwin says. Grillmaster checking in with back to the show. The umpire, Nestor Queja, 33, sucked. Terrible calls all against the Angels tonight. Well, this entire crew has sucked. Also, the Orioles staff loves Kathy's cookies. Jim Palmer was gobbling them up. He looks great for 79. Grillmaster says Dan's favorite, which is Me Love You Long Time.
There's a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight, which makes me so horny, and Me Love You Long Time.
There you go. Silent E says, what's up? What was the Mr. Beast count? I don't know how many times they had to bring him up, and he was there. So many subscribers, and I have no clue who he is. Don't care. They talked about him more than the game. I still don't know how he got popular. All I know is he's been scamming some people, and also that he makes chocolate bars that my kid, for some reason, likes. So I have no idea what he's really popular for, and I could care less. But yeah, as one fan said on TikTok, I wish he would buy the team. Look, anybody at this point can buy the team, and it would be an upgrade. So anybody already paid Mr. Beast to be there. That's no doubt, Joe. That is no doubt. Aaron Flores says, I just sent you an email. All right, we'll see if I got it right here. There it is. I think it's right there. I just got it. If it's Isaac, there it is. That's the Oxnard one. I don't know if that's the same person, Isaac, right there. Also, let me jump in right here back to the comments, and I'll try to figure that out in a second here. Hold on a second. It's one other thing I want to check real quick. See if anything else came in, because I got some from Isaac, but I don't know if I got the rest. Let's see. Also, Boo Boo Bear's mama says, I tried to get the day off, but it was booked. Grillmaster says Jim Palmer was pointing out the problems with the Angel staff, according to Dan, the last time before the show went out last time. Let's celebrate drunk Artie tonight. Tamir 20 says, light that baby up. And did you see the Padres destroyed the Rockies 21-0? Yeah, I did see that. That was amazing. That was crazy, dude. They lost by 3 touchdowns. They got their asses kicked. So I don't know what's going on there. Let's see. No, I got Aaron right there. Oh, there he goes. There, I got Aaron Flores. Yeah, I'll send you guys the tickets. So you two guys are the tickets. I have, if Isaac wants it right there, if he's coming down from Oxnard, I got 2 for you and I got 2 for Aaron. I will send you those tickets. But yes, the Rockies have been lit up. So at least you're not, and I will send you those after the show. So just send me an email back once you get them. So I will do that right now, because I don't want to do that when I'm online. I'm only going to be on for another 15 minutes or whatever. So there you go. Let's see. Damn it, Grill. Also, Grillmaster says I got an interview with Palmer. Oh, yeah, you talked about that last night. Gerard said, my 6th year was freaking out. Mr. Beast wants to go to the game tomorrow. I'm a 6-year-old. Don't have the heart to tell her he's not going to be there. Your poor girl. Boo Bear's mama says, I'm happy we won, but if we didn't win, I'd really, really be upset. Absolutely. You can't be losing to a team that is that crappy right now. And the Orioles are. They went from contender to pretender fast. Mankata was uncomfortable out there. I think thumb was acting up. No, I actually think because of his swing, it was more of his oblique, I believe. EQ says, let's fucking go. Tyler also checks in with awesome to see Lugo hit right away. Saw him hit an inside the park home run in Arizona in March. That's cool. Dan Rio says, he said you work today. What do you do? Oh, they're talking about 4th. Gerard says, Fermin looked filthy. Facebook looked unhittable. Or fastball Facebook. My bad, Gerard. Fastball looked unhittable. If he can command it, he might be the 7th inning guy we're looking for. Yeah, Fermin is a dude that, he has crazy good stuff. So we'll see what they could do tomorrow or moving forward with him. If he can, like you said, control that fastball, his breaking stuff is amazing. And it all looks like his fastball. He's the same delivery, which is great because you're not being deceptive, or you're being deceptive and you're not tipping your pitches. Grillmaster says we have to face Zach Eflin tomorrow. Orioles got him last year from the deadline from Tampa. Let's see. Also, you thought Sugar last night was hard. This is going to be really tough. Tyler Anderson goes for the Angels, so that's going to be a low scoring game, I'm assuming. Also, let's see. I wish they sold the team like planned when Phil got extended as manager. I was hoping the same thing. They got all our honks ready to go just for them to pull it back. Cash says, what do you think of Lugo? I like his first triple. I want to see more things from him, and he might be another spark plug. And hopefully we can get more hitters that just go for hits. We can get freaking Paris to stop swinging for the fences, get on base with that speed, and then leave it up for the power hitters. I think we have too many guys trying to hit home runs. Mateo says, hey, Todd, what are your thoughts about Tim Salmon being the assistant GM? It's either going to go one of two ways, Mateo. He's either going to learn under Perry and do his job, learn all the inner workings with staffing and how to build a team from the inside, and use his smarts with baseball from his playing days to then become a good GM and move on to another franchise. Or maybe he's the heir apparent to Mr. Manassian in the future. So it could be one or two. Let's see. Also, Dan Rios, okay, he's a therapist. D-backs need a closer badly. Mike Kenley end up in Phoenix. That could be. It could be. Also, I agree, Matt, but he might bring us some good players. MLA says, no peaches mama's way. We won. Hell yeah, we did. Dan Rios says, and it's only a 1-year deal, so you can get some players for him. Baldwin says, my ass sat on the bleachers too long as a kid to not stick with this team. Yeah, you don't give up a team on a team like this, but damn, it's running into year 10, year 11. Also, Grill Master says we won. We won by the Angels in the outfield. Well, let me get down to it right here. It's in my sound bites. It is right here.
We won?
Grillmaster says, after Adele hit the home run, congratulations, pal, by Marsha. Tony C says, what, Johnny Washington got ejected for actually caring about his players? Good to see Lugo getting his first hit and hopefully much more. Do you think Trout is activated in the Doyer series? No, because he hasn't even had any kind of running yet. The word on the street is that Mike Trout will start to try to get some running in San Diego. He's been swinging the bat at least, but that's still not a good sign if they got to wait to see what he does. So you're talking about another week or two before he comes back at best. Artie dropped the beat tonight. Randy Yaz says, can't wait to be so back tomorrow. Also, happy Mother's Day, everybody. If you weren't for a mother, there you wouldn't be, or if it wasn't for a mother, there wouldn't be a Mother's Day. Well, duh. What's the difference between ice cream and your advice? I asked for the ice cream. This guy. Also, what's the difference between a pencil and arguing with a person? The person has a point. Oh my God. Dirty Money Mojito on the bottom of the can. Randy had some hidden gems on that Spritz video. He sure did. Also, I know you appreciate it. You are a supported podcast. Yes, and I really appreciate that, Boo Boo Bear. Jake says Washington not backing Shonwell on an awful strike call yesterday was the last straw. He never backs his players. No wonder why he hasn't inspired much hope. Let's see. Also, Randy says, I'll fight Perry. Fuck it. Baldwin says he's got venomous talons. Dan Rio says, so the pitching coach up here and the minors aren't seeing eye to eye. What say you? I say that there is an organization problem, and until it's fixed, again, you have to have the same mindset in raising these players, not giving them different, situations, different scenarios, different things to be done on the mound to just bring them to the majors as they've been taught through the minors and instructional league just to get to the majors to tell them, hey, what you've learned is not working. Do this. That's not really fair. So something's got to change. Randy Joss, and that's another just terrible, description or example of how bad this franchise is right now. Hey, Todd, remember when we were 500, like 30 games, 30 times in one season? I miss those days. That was 2 years ago, Randy. The email never went into the chat, Todd. Well, I guess because they got it over there on TikTok. I don't know why it didn't come on over here. Run fast and turn left unless you're going around the bases like Matthew Lugo. Boo Bear's mommy says, look we got 5 runs on tonight. Also, Cannabis Brownies or OG's Pizza, Cannabis Brownies. Fernando says, do you know Mr. Beast was at the game today? Yes, it was all over the freaking Jumbotron. Also, you have Fernando saying, sell the team to Mr. Beast. Again, anybody would work right now, even though I have no idea what he's popular for other than streaming. But streaming what? I have no idea. The Dale count was a whopping 8. That was the Dale count right there. Also, you have 20 runs in a game. Q Lombardi. Lombardi's like, what the hell's going on here?
What the hell's going on out here?
Also, yeah, we're so back. And the Angels suck also says, didn't make it to the game tonight, taking Mama tomorrow. Any plans for San Diego this week? Yes, I'll be in San Diego on Monday. So if you're down in San Diego, come say hi to me. I'll be there. MLA says, why was Porter in third and Washington at first base? They moved them around because apparently, I guess one of them can do the job better than the other. So I don't know why Johnny Washington was tossed, but I assume it was doing something that Mr. Washington should have did, which was fight for his team. We're so back right there, Mateo says. And then also this one's for the moms tonight, getting the win right there. And thank you again for the super sticker, Boo Boo Bear's mommy. Mateo says, how would you like Salmon as a manager? I wouldn't, because he has no experience right now. And it looks like he's going front office, not manager. So we'll see who becomes the manager moving forward, because I doubt it's going to be Ron Washington much longer. Also, Silent says the strike zone was so big tonight that it would have made Vladimir Sr. Guerrero blush. Umpire was garbage tonight. Absolutely. Grillmaster checks in with what's the difference between mitosis and prison? Nothing. They both split cells. Fletch Facts checks in with David Fletcher. Grillmaster says, hey, Mr. Beast was there. Hey. Also, Mr. Beast Bologna on Masson. Oh, geez. Randy Yaz says, hey, he's popular for making people do crazy shit for cash. Again, I don't know who that dude is. Like, other than I saw an expose on YouTube about him scamming people. I have no idea. Like again, him doing, I guess, YouTube stuff a few years ago got him to be a millionaire. And I know he's into like several different businesses, but again, I don't know. I just don't know. Also, who's more annoying, Mr. Beast, Zach Campbell, or Honked Up Gooby? I would have to say Honked Up Gooby, probably. Randy says, why do you act like the guy that can't be manager just because they've never managed before? You know how many managers gets the first time guys? Catch a clue, people. Well, look, and I'm okay with that, Randy. It's just like for this franchise, I don't know if we need okay, I see where you're getting at. A rookie manager can make a difference because they're a new voice. They have a new agenda. They have a new way of doing things. I could see where that works. So I'm not shitting against it. I just think for this franchise, in my opinion, it may be different for yours or for anybody else. I want to see somebody. I just want to see somebody that is more seasoned. And I know that Ron Washington came off like that, but then again, like even if we put a rookie manager in there or a veteran manager in there, can they really make a difference with the ownership and with how we're running things analytically? That's the problem I have. Like, I don't think we can really see a real managerial coach change and actual like push for the manager's regime or his ideology until we actually get, you know, some sort of plan here in Anaheim. If you're gonna freaking hire somebody, they got to have the keys to the car, and nobody's got to be riding shotgun or trying to be, you know, the DMV instructor with a steering wheel of himself. Like there can't be people whispering in his ear. There's got to be more there's got to be one dude taking charge. And if that guy runs it into an iceberg and sinks the ship, well, then there's the person to blame, because the general manager will be supporting him. The ownership will be supporting him. Analytics will be supporting him, instead of everyone. Like, to me, the Angels just seem like too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. And I just think that there's too many people trying to give their freaking opinion or force their opinion on managers and coaches. And it's just I wouldn't want to be a part of this franchise, to be honest with you, unless I had total control. Gabe Gamboa says, why don't we like Gubazov? I like Gubazov. We've had him on the show before. He's called in before and given instant analysis, but he's just, for me, he's too honkish, dude. Like they've given him a script to do, and he's just like, hey, like he's Mr. Positive all the time. And I get it, that's his job, but I dare you to go on any other stream and watch any other baseball, you know, network, whether it's a FanDuel team like Arizona, you know, or other teams like Texas. Their commentators don't go honked up like ours do. If it's bad baseball that they see, they'll actually tell the truth. The Angels just don't do that. They kind of shy away from it. Sometimes Wayne actually does call it like it is, and he gets critical, but for the most part, Gooby's like, hey, Jack in the Box. Hey, let's take a ride with Honda. Hey, you know, like there's just, hey, it's Gooby Tuesday. It's like, man, it gets old fast. And, you know, if the team was winning, I wouldn't give two shits. I'd be like, fine, Gooby it all you want. But it's kind of counterproductive when they go, you know, your team's getting waxed and they're trying to stay positive. And I was like, dude, it's okay to boo and it's okay to criticize and it's okay to say, I mean, because obviously as commentators, they're not going to say, well, this guy sucks or that guy sucks. They're going to come out and they're going to be, you know, the real commentators will be like, well, you know, he didn't have it tonight, so hopefully his next start he can get going. They don't even do that. They look for the positives in everything. So there'll be an inning-ending double play or something really stupid the Angels do, and they come back from commercial, and they're all like, hey, in 1974, this player did this. He hit 2 home runs for the Angels. Remember that? Hey, remember berries. Hey. It's like, calm down, guys. Saucy says, solid win tonight, but man, it felt like they were never safe. I was waiting for the worst thing to happen. Also, Dan Rio says, Beast has a show on Amazon Prime. It's good. I had no idea who he was either. Another millennial. Also, see, Silent says, Zach Campbell always annoys the living shit out of me. Dude will steal home run balls from kids without remorse. Yeah, I don't like that guy. Do not like that guy for sure. Purple People says, been a longer Halo fan than you been alive. You just hate change your colors. Bro, okay, Purple People Eaters, how long have you been a fan? Let's see if you can out-fan me. And even if you can, dude, I've been through the thick and thin myself, mister, and I'm okay to call a spade. I'm okay to live in the now. I'm okay to be a little rough around the edges. I don't always think grass is greener on the other side. Now, if this team was winning, I would be honking my honk like nobody else's business in front of everybody, and I wouldn't give two shits. I'd be happy about it. But how can you polish a turd like religiously over and over and over and not call it a turd? At some point, you got to look at it and say, yeah, that's a turd. DJ says coming in the near future, Detmers is traded and flourishes with another team. Putting him in the bullpen tells you about this organization. I'm 100% with you there. Unfortunately, the Beast girl isn't a beauty. Baldwin says even if you're a former player, you can't transition from helping a coach your high school team to coaching the MLB. Now, MLB is a different job. Randy says, imagine if Sosha didn't get the job because of his lack of coaching resume. That is true. There's exceptions to every rule. And I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying at this particular moment, I wouldn't particularly do it or recommend it only because of how this team has been. Because I honestly don't know until they let someone actually take the keys to the car. You don't really know what you got. I was talking with Saucy at the tailgate today, and he says, do you think Joe Madden was a wrong move firing him? And at the time I didn't. I thought it was a smart thing to do. Now I'm like, that was probably stupid and too fast. Also, Mateo says the three things you need to be successful organization is ownership, and ownership. That's a big part of it right there. Grillmaster wants me to play this sound bite because he loves to play it because it's running up his butt right now.
Let me tell you something about my guy, John Stamos. So I was able to go in the back bedroom and unscrew the old balls and
Running up my butt right now?
you get out of it what you put into it. John Stamos
Choked on me.
He was so great.
Also, Dan says, true, Randy, I didn't like Sosha's hiring back in the day. He had no experience. Disney went cheap, but they got lucky. But you got to remember, look at the minds that Sosha had around him, too. He wasn't bringing, like Ron Washington wanted to bring in Clint Hurdle, right? Excellent manager in his day with the Pirates and other teams. And Artie went on the cheap. Back then, Sosha went with Alfredo Griffin. All those great coaches that he had, Dino Ebel. I'm trying to think of the one that went to San Diego, Buck, or God, why can't I never remember his name? Anyway, he put together a killer staff, dude, and he had a really good staff of managers. So, I mean, I don't get it. Like, again, that was a different era. They allowed him to do what he wanted to do. And yes, I have heard about the Indians. I hope it is true and not just a rumor. Randy says, I'll probably never honk my honk again at this pace. It's true, man. It's tough to be an Angels fan right now. It really is. Also, Grillmaster wants to know what's going on in Locked On Halos right there on the post-game show. So let's check in with the credentialed journalist that always lets us know his resume.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Gavin Carlson, former credentialed journalist in the LA area. How about a yummy tasting nut?
No, let's not do that. Also, Dimitro says, you guys are going to have so much fun in San Diego, one of my favorite cities. Hella fine girls, too. Grillmaster says, I think Gary DeSarcina is the third base coach for the Mets. He is pretty cool. And I miss that guy for sure. And the Padres are always my number 2 team. Mateo says, apparently Angels Central got kicked out tonight for wearing a cell team. They did? Oh man, I gotta check in with them because I know they were making up some sell the team shirts right there, and that's why when we had our thing last year, we really didn't get in either. They knew we were coming, and they kind of like screwed us over. Randy says you never know if you're gonna if you don't give newer guys a chance. Obviously, that has been that hasn't not worked out for us. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I don't know what's going to happen, man. I really don't know what's going to happen. I don't know which team or which way we're going to go. We're going to go younger or we're going to go more experienced again. It's hard to say because this team doesn't like reveal its cards. They keep everything close knit. I don't know his credentials he lost or whatever you guys are talking about right there. Also, Randy Yaz says, I've been kind of wondering about grills these days. Gavin, yeah. It's midnight. It is midnight. Shit. I was supposed to get out of here before midnight. So I appreciate everybody getting on and commenting and everything else like that. So I really appreciate. Oh, there you go. Bud Black. There you go. Bud Black. Thank you, Randy. I'm got to split out of here because this show got a little messed up by me getting out late tonight from the game. And then also I'm not going to be there tomorrow, but I'll be in San Diego for the Monday game. So yeah, I got off one day of work to get down there and take care of that. So I'll be there. So hopefully, you guys can come by and say hi or whatnot. And then, it should be fun out there in San Diego. Hopefully Angels do some good, but they got to take care of business tomorrow, go 1-0 on a Sunday Mother's Day. Again, everybody give your mom a hug for those like myself who don't have mom. Miss my mom every day. So there you go. Let's get into the Stukas for the final time tonight. They get the win, and I'll be out of here. And I will talk to you mañana after hopefully an Angels win. Right after the game, I won't be at the game, so I'll be able to get on right away and do the post game. Good night, everybody.